Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. This is the first chapter of class 8. In this video, we will understand about agriculture and its management. So let's start it. As we all know from our Vedic literature that India has an agriculture country and our historical evidence that suggests that rice, wheat, barley were cultivated in our India, where the cotton it produces in Indus Valley civilization at the first time. So the Indus Valley peoples were the first people who produced the cotton in the world at first. Now let's talking about cultivation practices in our India. More than 60% population depend on agriculture as a main livelihood in our India. Now let's talk about crops. Let's talking about the definition of crops. The plant grown in a large scale or in a large quantities is called crop. And there's a note, large scale cultivation of vegetable, fruits and flower plant is called horticulture. When we're talking about crops, the first thing which is come our in mind that is how many types of crops. And on the basis of the agricultural land, season and the crops are three types, the Kharif crops, Ravi crops and Zed crops. Now let's talking about the crops and briefly. The first crop is Kharif crop. The crops which are shown in a rainy season are called a Kharif crop. The rainy season in India generally from June to September. And some examples of the Kharif crop are paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. In this picture, you can understood some examples of Kharif crop. Talking about the next crop, which is Rabi crop. The crop which is winter season are called Rabi crop, or sometimes it's called the winter crops. Their time period is generally from October to March, and some examples of the Rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard, and linseed. After this picture, there's another picture. In this picture, you can see some examples of Rabi crops. And the last crop is Zed crop. The crop which are mostly grown in the period between the Rabi and Kharif crop, mainly in the month of March to June, that is in the summer season, is called Zed crop. The main feature of this crop is that they require warm and dry weather for proper growth and a large duration of the day. They mainly produce seasonal fruit and vegetables. Some of the other examples of the Zed crops are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, and sugarcane. And next picture you will see the examples of Zed crop. In this slide, we understood the difference between the Kharif crops, Rabi crops, and the Zaid crops. First, Kharif crop. The first thing is that it crops also known as a monsoon crop, or sometimes it's called as a autumn crop. These crops need a high water requirement. Now let's talking about the Rabi crop. Rabi crop is known as a winter crop because this crop is shown in the winter season. Now the Zaid crop, the crop which is shown in the between the summer season, that's called this why is Zaid crop is known as a summer. Next, Kharif crop. The Kharif crop shown in July and harvested in October, whereas Rabi crop shown in October and harvested in February. Zed crop, which is shown in March and harvested in June. And third one, the rice, maize, jowar, bajra, soybean, cotton, groundnut, jute, urad dal, moong dal, tur dal. These are all examples of Kharif crop, whereas wheat, barley, gram, peas, mustards are example of Rabi crop. Whereas watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables and fodder are example of Zaid crop. In the next video, we will understood about different agriculture implements and its work. Please like, comment, share and don't forget to subscribe my channel.